Hello everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter. And as you have seen in the title, I am picking my April TBR. Welcome to a TBR video after a very long time, and I'm very excited to play this game. So we have two things here. I'll be picking books two ways. I have a lot of physical books that I have to go through, and there's no way I'm going to pick one because whenever I'm traveling or before going to bed, I always pick my Kindle Unlimited and read books there, or I listen to audiobooks. So getting through physical TBR is very difficult, and I also want to go book shopping. So what can I do? So this is a way that I'm thinking I'll be picking my TBR. These are the books I have wrapped. These like there are 20 books. I have numbered them like this, and I'll be picking books. There are 20 books. I have to get through these books. A few of these books are the ones that I want to read. A few are the ones that I might not pick if I pick it for a vlog or myself. So I have wrapped them in newspaper, no wasting paper. So we have to pick the books from here. Also, I have this little TBR jar glass. So I have a few prompts here. I used to do a truth and dare TBR game where I used to throw a dice, and whatever number it lands on, I have to pick a book for that. So I took few prompts from that game, and I also added a few of new prompts here. There are a few free picks as well because I want a flexible TBR. Now yeah, I'll be picking TBR two ways. So from this jar, I'll be picking only books from Kindle Unlimited and Audible. Let's start. We will be picking books from a number generator. First, let's do this surprise books thing, and I'll be generating a number on a number generator from 1 to 20, and whatever number it picks, I'll be picking that book, opening it and seeing what I get. So let's pick 3 books. So I have opened this number generator on my phone, and I'll be generating a number and picking that book. So let's generate 20, the last book on my TBR. What is it here? This is book number 20. Let's open it. I'm actually very scared which book I'm going to get. Okay. Oh my god. Little bit. Oh my god, it ends with Us by Colleen Hoover. It is one of TikTok favorite, Book Talk favorite, and Booktube's favorite book. Colleen Hoover is one of my favorite authors. I love her books. I know they are a little toxic or they have something, but I don't mind it because she gives a disclaimer in every book she publishes. So I don't think that's a problem if the author is giving you a disclaimer. So yeah, it ends with Us. It is also being adapted into a movie, which is getting a little bit of hate. So I'm a little scared as well to read this book. But let's see what happens, and let's see what this book is about. Sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She's come a long way from the small town to Maine, where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Riley is attractive, stubborn, maybe even a little arrogant. I don't know how to say Ryle maybe, yes. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and has a total soft spot for Lily, but Ryle's complete aversion to relationship is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love, and a link to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. With this born and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting and new ground for her as a writer. Okay. I'm excited to read this one, and I'm happy about this one. So, very nice. So, moving on to the second pick from the number generator, 13. Okay, let me find book number 13. Here, it is a very thin book. Okay, number 13. Yeah, I'm a little nervous now. Okay, I have a theory about that by Judy Balan. A pretty cover. I first thought this to be a non-fiction, but this is an LGBTQ representative. It is a fiction, not a non-fiction, and it's a pretty small book. So I'm not mad about this one. I am happy to get this one. It is 244 pages long. Okay, I don't know if I want to read this book. I really don't know. Like it has been, I purchased it last year, maybe last year. I don't even remember, and I had no plans to read it this soon. So okay, let's see what this book about. Meg likes to plan her life on a spreadsheet. Tanya believes in letting the universe take charge. Theirs is an unlikely friendship, to say the least, especially since the two met because they had to date the same guy. Okay, now it is getting interesting. At the same time, now, as older, wiser 29-year-olds and flatmates, no less, they are determined to enter their 30s with the one thing that's still missing from their halfway happy lives, that elusive, long lasting romance. When a routine conversation ends up with them laying bets on who will find the first love, the battle lines are drawn. Now, if only ridiculous first dates, nosy aunties betting on their bet, and complicated professional lives would get out of their way for the girls to find their one. And really, what is the shortest way to finding love? Via probability calculations on a date a day week, or just being in the right place at the right time when the planets are all aligned and there is no Venus Uranus opposition. So, I guess it is an LGBTQ rep. Okay, let's see what this is about. I'm not mad about it. It's a short one. Happy to get that book. Now, the third and the last book from the number generator. Okay. 7. Okay, lucky number 7. Where is 7? Okay. Got number 7. Okay, this is a big book. Okay. Okay, I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. It's okay if I don't read this book, I guess, because we cannot force reading, right? I will read them. I'll try to read them, but okay, it's a pretty book. This Could Change Everything by Jill Mansell, Sunday Times #1 best-selling author. It's a very pretty book, actually. An orange book that I guess this is my first orange book that I'm reading. I have never had an orange book except for non-fiction, but a fiction orange book, I guess this is the first one, and it looks pretty actually. So this is a big book. Okay, it's 406 pages long. I have 3 more books to put on my TBR, and I am doing a vlog, and I have a vlog planned. Oh my god, I have like at least 12 to 13 books to read this month. I guess this is karma because I read nothing in the first 3 months, like only 5 books in the first 3 months. So it had to happen, right? So let's see what this book is about. On the one hand, if Essie hadn't written that letter, the one that only her best friend was meant to see, then she'd still be living like an actual proper grown-up, tucked up with Paul in his picture-perfect cottage, maybe even planning their wedding. On the other hand, if her true feelings hadn't accidentally taken the internet by storm, that is, she wouldn't have moved into the attic flat on the square. She would never have met Connor or got to know Lucas. And when she wouldn't have found herself falling in love with someone she really shouldn't fall in love with. Okay, it is a romance. I guess romance are very quick to read. Like, okay. Okay, these are the 3 books that I picked. I'm happy about this. It is okay, it is fine. And let's move on to Kindle Unlimited books and audiobooks. I have a lot of Kindle books and audiobooks that I want to read that I never get to because I'm lazy. So, this is one way, like I can get physical TBR as well, and I can get to complete my Kindle and Audible list as well, because I have 6 credits on Kindle, on I mean Audible, which I have to buy books from, because if not I lose 1 credit this month. And okay, let's pick book number 1, and let me turn my ring or it will take the glass. Okay. Okay, what should I pick? Okay, I'm more scared for this than that, because I was excited to unwrap books, but I am not excited to get any prompt. Okay, let's pick this one. Been on your TBR for a long time. Oh my god, that is so perfect. Okay. Okay, let's see what book has been on my Kindle for a long time. I know exactly what I'm reading, and I'm not mad about it, because I'm very much excited to read that book. Okay, let me tell you. The book I am reading is Reckless King by L.M. Dalgliesh, and this is a billionaire romance series. The King brothers, based on King brothers, and the series name is Empty Kingdom. I have read the first book and I loved it so much, and this has been on my TBR for that long. I borrowed it on 26th March in 2023. I'm so sorry. So yeah, it's been 2 years. So yeah, I am going to read this book. I'm very much happy with this one, but it is 456 pages long. So very, very long book, very short and thin text. So I don't know. But I am actually excited for this one. So okay. Okay. I'm not going to jinx anything. Okay. Let's pick the second book. Very excited to read this one. Okay, moving on to book number 2. Okay. Let's get a prompt from down below. Okay, this one. Series. Okay, continue a series or start a new series. That works perfectly well, I guess, because I have a lot of series I want to complete. Should I do one audiobook? Let me see if I have an audiobook. Okay. The book I'm reading is The Unwanted Marriage by Katharina Mora. And this is the 3rd book in the series. I loved the first 2 books. They were like amazing. I adored them so much. Okay, the book is very, very long actually. It is 400 pages long. But I think I can complete it because it's not that big of a deal. Katharina's writing is very, very simple and is very fast paced. So I don't think that will be a problem. It's a 3rd book in the series. I'm continuing a series, which is never a bad thing. So it is a steamy billionaire arranged marriage romance. Faye is the last woman Dion Windsor wants to be near, let alone marry. Yet there is no escaping the alluring pianist he's been engaged to since when they were children. For years he made his unwillingness known, but his attempts to keep Faye at a distance fade to dust at the sight of her with another man, mere months before their wedding. One look at her and he realizes he is done running. Time is up, and whether she likes it or not, she is his. Or she could be if the secrets he keeps didn't hold the power to destroy her. The cover is so gorgeous. It is so pretty. So yeah. And also it has been on my TBR for a long time too. because I completed the second book last year, I guess in November, and I added this book to my TBR in January. Yeah, it was on my TBR on January, and I posted it on my blog. If you want to visit my blog, it is linked in the description. Go check it out. I put a few tips and tricks about writing, script writing, book writing, and also a few fancy vlogs like TBR or anything funny and jokes as well. So let's pick maybe the last from, I don't know. I don't want to increase my TBR. I also have one book that my husband picks for me, and I have filmed that video that will be coming very soon, so I don't want more books on my TBR. Let's pick one more. Okay, this one. Oh, I have two. Let's pick again. um this one. Okay, what does it say? A murder mystery. I'm not in a mood to read a murder mystery. I just completed a murder mystery and I don't want to read any. I have a 15 hours long audiobook that I am in the middle of. I don't want to pick one. So let's find a short murder mystery, okay? I was thinking I could read books from my owned books here, but I guess okay, that took me a very long time. But I have a book that is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. It is 5 hours and 36 minutes long on Audible, and let me buy it for 1 credit. I don't know. It's got pretty good rating. It's 4.7 rating on Audible, and it has 2 to 1 rating, so I guess that's a good number. So let's read the summary. 10 invited guests are on an island. 10 strangers, apparently with little in common, are lured to an island mansion off the coast of Devon by the mysterious Ewan Owen. Over dinner, a record begins to play, and then a voice of an unseen host accuses each person of hiding a guilty secret. That evening, former reckless driver Tony Marson is found murdered by a deadly dose of cyanide. The tension escalates as the survivors realize the killer is not only among them but is preparing to strike again and again. Okay, it's a murder mystery. Yes, very interesting. Published in 2006. Maybe audiobook was released in 2006. I have also heard pretty good things about this one, so I guess that is okay. So yeah, let's read this one. Let's buy this with 1 credit. Oh my god, am I doing the right thing? I don't know. Okay, I bought this book. Okay, these are the 6 books that I am reading, and I have a pretty huge TBR. That is the reason I stopped filming TBR videos. These are the 3 books that I got on my physical TBR. 1 book my husband picked for me, which you'll see in the next video. And also we have 2 Kindle books and 1 book on Audible. And I also have 2 Kindle books ongoing and 1 audiobook ongoing, and 2 physical books ongoing, and a vlog planned. That is too much, actually. I'm not going to force any book on myself. I'm not going to punish myself for not finishing any book. So yeah, this was for fun. If I don't complete these books, I'll carry them over. That is not a problem, but I think I will try to complete these 2 books because these were from this wrapped book thingy. So yeah, this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll meet in the next one. Bye.